Okay, okay, let's start it. All right, so here is the next example. So in this case, what gate is this one?
A. Oh,
OR gate.
that's a or.
This one is
Which one?
this one.
Not.
Not. Do you know what this one is? It looks like an OR gate, but there's an extra.
It's a XOR.
Yes,
XOR. Oh, I
exactly.
really want to say XOR.
An XOR gate, yeah, or a XOR gate. Okay, cool.
XOR.
So now we got to do the inputs. The only inputs we have is A here and B here, so it's the same thing. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Okay, now let's look at C. What is C? C is just the output of the OR
See
gate,
these nuts.
right?
Yeah.
So what would A be here? 0, right? Because it's
Yes.
two zeros. What would C be here?
C would be.
If
Wait a
one of
second.
them, if one of the inputs into the OR gate is 1, then what's the output?
One of the inputs into the OR gate is 1.
And if you
It,
go
it
back
would be
to the
1.
exactly, if you go back to the truth table right here, anytime that there's a 1 in that column too.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we put a 1 here, and a 1 here, correct?
hmm
Okay, now what's D in this case? If we follow D, it comes from the NOT gate, and what's the input to the NOT gate?
The input to the NOT gate. Um, why'd you just make a gun noise? All
Because
right.
B is getting shot into the NOT gate. Do you see it?
B is getting launched. It's getting absolutely rolled.
Yes,
And
exactly.
now he is not.
Exactly. So if B is 0, then what is D?
1, 0, 1, 0.
Nice. Okay, now C and D go into an XOR gate. An XOR gate will only return you a 1 if one of the things is 1. So for example, C and D, one of them is a 1, right? Not both of them, only one of them, so we
Uh-huh.
can put a 1 here. What about the next example? For 1 and 0. If we go back to
Uno. Uno.
Yep, because if you go into an XOR gate, we look at its truth table. 1, 0 should give you.
Pick up 4.
Oh, oops, that was not it. This is an XOR gate.
Now pick up 4.
Nah. All right, 1, and then that's a 0,
Uno.
and then
Oh
this
no,
last one.
0. Uno.
What is it?
Uno.
There you go. So there you go. You finished that example. All right, let's start this next example. So, first thing we should do, let's identify the gates. So, do you know what gate this would be?
Not
Not an. Oh, this one, or this one? The top one here?
the bottom one is a not.
Yeah, bottom one's a not,
The top one is a nor.
right? Because of the bubble. And what about this one?
Um,
It's like flat here, and then it goes around like that. So what's this one?
it's flat there.
Yeah. So I'll scroll up. Which one do you think it looks like?
What? Oh, wait, can I see it again?
Yeah,
I have drawings of them. It's it's an and.
exactly. An and, but then because of the bubble, it becomes an and. Okay, now let's make the truth table. So what headings do we need for our truth table? We need A. Oh, sorry. Then
B,
this is C.
D,
This is D, and this is Q. So yeah, A,
E, and Q.
C, D, and Q. And which input? What are the inputs?
Um,
0, 0. What's next?
0, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1.
Okay, perfect. So now what we have to do is we have to figure out what is C, and so what's C in this case, and explain me why. So for 0, 0, what is C?
Hmm?
So you see C right here?
Yeah.
It's is coming from the NOR gate, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what does the NOR gate take? The NOR gate takes an A input and it takes a B
A
input.
and B.
So if I have 0, 0, what would an OR gate give you? And then flip that answer to answer what would a NOR gate give you.
An OR gate would give you 1, so 0.
An OR gate. If you had 0, 0 into an
Oh,
OR
it would
gate,
give you 0, so 1.
exactly. What about this one? An OR gate, what would it give you here? Is this
An
or
OR
that one?
gate, it would give me an OR gate or a NOR gate.
An OR, and then we'll just flip the number for a NOR.
An OR gate would give me a 1,
Okay, so then a NOR gives you,
so 0.
and what about this one?
1.
An OR gate would give you a 1, right? So then there's,
So NOR would give me 0.
and then what would a NOR gate give you here?
Um, Also 1, so 0.
Exactly, an OR gate gives you a 1, so a NOR gives you a 0. Perfect. Now let's look at D. Okay, D is here. D comes from the NOT gate. So what would D be here? It's based off of B.
Um,
Very similar to the
D is
last one.
based off of B,
Hmm.
and B is a NOT. So, wait, B's a NOT.
Yeah, so B will go into a NOT gate and then come out.
So it would be a 1,
Perfect. Next.
0, 1, 0.
Nice. Now, C and D both go into a NAND gate. A NAND gate will always give you 0 except if both of them are 1. Wait, did I say that right? Yeah. It'll always give you a 1, sorry. Okay, an AND gate will only give you a 1 when what happens?
An AND gate
An AND, yeah, not a NAND, an AND.
will only give you a 1 if there's a 1.
Yeah, if there's two ones, exactly.
There's
So
two.
this should be a
Um,
0 then, right?
1, 1.
Exactly. So this would be 0 because
There only
NOT
has
is,
to be 1, 1 for it to give us a 1.
that's for an OR. An AND, both of them have to be a 1 because it's like this and that
Oh,
have to be
I wrote
versus
the
this.
AND gate wrong then.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fix that. Just make sure you fix that. I'll show you the truth table again. It's the first one here. It's only 1 when both of them are 1 because it's saying this and that have to be 1.
Yeah, okay. Just let me correct it.
Okay. And then you can go ahead and you can tell me what the answer would be for Q. Okay, so are you ready to finish the next one?
Just about.
So yeah, explain me what the outputs would be here and why.
The outputs for Q.
Hmm.
Q's a NAND, right?
Yeah, exactly. Q's and NAND. So opposite of an and.
So both have to be 0 for it to be a 1.
So an and, both of them have to be ones for it to be a one.
So
Just do
both
the
of them
opposite.
has to be zeros for it to be a 0.
Not necessarily. It just means that if it's not both ones, if they're not both ones, then you make it a zero.
Okay, so 0, 0, 0.
So 0, 0 should give
Wait,
us a
1, 1,
1.
1. You
Exactly.
said if they're not both ones, it gets a 0.
Exactly.
So why is the double
S-
one a 0?
The double one is a 0 because it's a NAND gate. And
Yes, and you said it's a 0 if they're not both ones.
it's a 0 if they are not both ones. They are not.
So that means if it's both ones, then
Oh,
it's,
I was talking about an AND gate there.
oh,
So just think
okay.
about it this way. This side and this side have to be ones, right?
Yeah.
This side and this side are both ones, but we flip it because it's a NAND, so it's a 0. Neither one of these are 1, so we just make it as a 1.
So if it's a double one, it's a 0, and in any other
Exactly.
case, it's a
Any other
1.
exactly. Yep. Opposite of an and. That's all it is.
Okay.
Okay, that's the final truth table.
All right. How long are we gonna go for?